Hello, today I'm going to be explaining how you can fix this strange invisible see-through kind of problem you can get when you export a Blender model into another application like Substance Painter or Unity or some kind of game engine or something, or anything really. And there's only two possible reasons this is, and most videos on YouTube tell you the first issue, but not the second one, which I was stuck on with this crane model that I made. So the first easy issue is the normals being flipped, and by default Blender doesn't have this backface culling option enabled. So you look at it in Blender and it looks fine, but if you tick this, suddenly you see loads of things look like they did in Substance Painter or whatever you exported to. So it's good to keep that ticked if you're ever creating things to export. And the easiest way to kind of fix all this is just select everything, select all the faces, Shift N, and that is just a shortcut for this menu here, recalculate outside, and that just makes sure all the normals are facing the outside, which is usually what you want. Now sometimes it will be the wrong way for certain objects, so you can just manually flip them by just going normals flip, and it'll just flip them, and hopefully that'll fix your issue. But if you export and it's still the same, there's still some weird see-through things on certain parts, check the scale. So for example, on this handle, even though it looks fine, it might export still inside out, and that's because if you press N, if this menu isn't here, press N on the keyboard, you can see the properties of your object, and if the scale is negative, that's your problem, and you need to change these to all positive, and you'll probably have to remove your object and scale it again, but not scale it, but reposition it again. But this can happen, I think, if you copy or mirror things possibly in Blender, but I'm not sure. But Blender seems to deal with negative scale as kind of rotation and flipping, rather than what other programs use, which seems to calculate it more in terms of whether it's inside out, because you can't really have a negative scale. But Blender seems happy to deal with it. So yeah, if you just go through your list and press the down arrow and just check all of them and make sure they're all positive, like all these are going to need to be flipped. If you've got loads of things, just join them together, I suppose. But yeah, hopefully that's the only two possible reasons you can have this weird problem, which is really annoying. Some people just give up, and but it's actually just quite an easy fix. If Blender doesn't display the object how it's exported. So yeah, I hope that helped. Please drop a like if that did, and yeah, cheers.